Hello Internet, my name's Art and I've got way too many drills. So I just went on a tear through my shop in my basement and I rounded up every single drill I could find, excluding the cranky types. And this is what I've got. A bunch of old junkers and a bunch of cordless. So what's the best drill? I don't know. What's my favorite drill? What's the drill I always reach for? These two. Now, I don't mean this brand or this brand. I'm not really meaning to talk about brands because I haven't tried every brand. I've just tried what I've picked up over the year. I mean this class, the small, the compact. This is only these are only 12 volt lithium ions. I do have some 20 volts. So let me just run through this for a minute. I've got, let's see, these old drills. These were my dad's. He was a professional carpenter, so these are some old Hitachis. I inherited them from him. That's really the only reason I have them, because nobody uses the steel chuck type anymore. But they work, and they're from my dad, so I'm hanging on to them for now. This DeWalt, I don't even remember where it came from. I might have even picked that out of the trash one day, plugged it in, found it worked, and stuck it in a corner, and never used it. This one was given to me by a friend. No idea how old it is. The only reason I'm keeping it is because it's a hammer drill. And if you've ever used a hammer drill, you know just how handy it is when you want to drill some concrete. Nothing like a hammer drill. You can do it with a regular drill, but it'll take you forever. Hammer drill just zips right through it. So yeah, I'm happy to have this just sit in a corner, tucked away, and I might use it maybe every couple of years. This is my first drill that I bought as an adult after I moved out of the house and got married. Old ancient Black & Decker. I've had it for like 22 years. I used it for a lot of years even after I had the compact cordless, because I would use this for like pocket hole screws, or when I was doing dowel holes, when because this just has more oomph than the lightweight drills. I freely admit that. So let me finish the history. I bought these Hitachi drills. I don't remember. I couldn't find it in my budget. Somewhere around 2010, 2011. They are lithium ion, 12 volts. They're considered 10.8 volts in certain parts of the world, and in other parts of the world they just call them 12 volts. Yeah, I bought these at a wood show somewhere around 2011. They were my main drills, but of course this is an impact driver. This is a regular driver. This is a sideways driver. Get to that one in a bit. But not a drill, not a regular drill. You can get, oh, where do I have some? I don't have one handy. You can get drill bits that have a hex shank, so you can pop that into there and you can drill with that, but it's not very fast. So you can use it, it's an option. It's just not a very good option. But sometimes when all you've got is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. I picked up this Rigid in 2012 because I wanted a compact drill to go with these, and I'd seen a lot of people using this one and it seemed fairly well recommended, and I picked it up on sale. And then I got these 20 volts. These are Canadian Tire, so they're only in Canada. These were sent to me, full disclosure, in 2016 when we participated in some tool testing. A bunch of YouTubers did it then. So yeah, these are the 20 volt brushless. Very nice drill, nice impact driver. But these are still my favorite. So why is that? And there's a lot of mixed up little reasons, but it pretty much comes down to weight and ergonomics. They're just lighter. And I have a shop in the basement of my house, and I'm technically a hobbyist. YouTube is not full-time by any stretch yet. But so anyways, yeah, so I'm a hobbyist. I'm not down here all day for 8 hours a day. I'm down here for, I'll steal an hour in the evening or two, and on the weekend I might steal 2 or 3 hours and get down into the shop and do some work. But even so, these are going to see very, very light use. So I don't need an all-day battery. I don't need huge amounts of torque. I can afford to wait a little bit if it's just going to be drilling a little bit slower. It's just comfort and weight. So I took a moment and I weighed all these. As for a digression, we're not even going to talk about the corded drills. That ship has sailed. Nobody wants a corded drill unless they really, really need it. Like the hammer drill, which you use once in a blue moon if you're, as a DIY person, not as a contractor. None of this talks about contractors. They have totally different needs than I do. This rigid, I just weighed it, 1.2 kilograms, 2.6 pounds. These Hitachis are about 0.9 kilogram, 1 kilogram, so around 2.2 pounds. This one, actually I didn't even weigh this one because it's such a specialty tool, you only use it every now and then. Again, we'll talk about that one in a bit. And then these are modern, like they're only not quite 3 years old, 20 volts. Really for a 20 volt tool, these are really quite light, but still 1.7 kilograms, 3.7 pounds, 1.4 kilograms, 3 pounds. So yeah, they are noticeably heavier than these things. And it's not a whole lot heavy, so I mean, you can make the same argument. I mean, maybe if I'd bought these first and I was more comfortable with them, they'd be my favorites. But I really think for most people around the house and for the hobbyist, which is what I am, these lightweight ones they're the ones I reach for. They're the ones I like to use. They're lightweight, they still do the job. I mean, this is still an impact driver. This will drive a 3-inch screw. Not as fast as this, but it will do it. So comfort, ergonomics, weight, and just my needs. What I use them for, what I need them for. I don't need an all-day tool. So this little rigid, I've seen Milwaukee has a very similar one. I think you call this a T-style. It really fits nice in my hands. I'm 6'3", I have fairly large hands. It fits in there really nice. Battery just pops in and out. Here's the negative, is that you cannot, it's not really meant to stand up. I mean, it'll fall. It's really quite heavy in the body. So you have to lay it down. As compared to the other types which have the square battery on the bottom, these, you can put them down pretty much anywhere, just like the big ones. That's actually quite a positive because, if you're doing jobs around the house, this gets put down a lot. So because of the whole T-handle aspect of this for storage, I've had to make sort of a holster thing here on the wall, whereas those I can just stand up. I've got a little cutout here. I have a cutout here for the battery. They just pop right into place. Okay, yeah, this horizontal thing, I've put you off twice. I bought this at the same time as I bought the other Hitachis. It was not in a kit, it was separate, so it's not like I was forced to buy it, but when I was looking for it, when I was looking at the tools, it seemed like a good idea. And yeah, this is one of these tools, again, it'll sit on the shelf for 360 days of the year, but then that one time when you're trying to get into that little tight quarters to drill a drill, it's very handy. Not sure I'd buy it again simply because it's not insignificant to buy something like this. It was, I don't even remember how much it cost, if it was $100 or $150 on a show special or something. I don't know. Anyways, you can get these little right angle adapters that fit on your drill. I've seen that a few times, and so yeah, I like this. It's very handy to have. Not sure I'd buy it again. I might just try buying one of those little adapters if I was starting over. So that's the story on this. Most of the time, sits in the corner, out of the way, where all the other batteries are stored. So that's about it. So what's the best drill? The compact 12-volt drill is the best drill for me, for what I do right now. What's your best drill? I don't know. You tell me. Drop some comments down below. As always, thanks for stopping by and spending some time in my shop. Hope you found something interesting and enjoyable, and we'll see you next time.